biggest craving for s'mores lately. I don't know why. Maybe it's like summer, maybe it's like camping season. But I started seeing like these reviews of vegan marshmallows, you know, on the web, and I thought that I would try it myself. So two brands come, well, I guess it's one brand and then one kind of off brand. One is the Dandy's version. So I've seen it in several online health food stores, and then there's actually one health food store that's close to me that actually sells it. But I checked it out there, and it was like $5.99 for one package. I guess like with vegan food, sometimes it's more expensive to find, you know, kind of that alternative. But somebody also told me that the marshmallows at Trader Joe's are actually like vegan, like just like their, you know, like their semi-sweet chocolate. They just don't end up putting milk solids in there. So, you know, that's a really good option too. Anyways, I happened to find these. So they were in there as well. Like sometimes you don't exactly know like which brand goes and makes stuff for Trader Joe's, but really there's only one brand of these vegan marshmallows. So in terms of the ingredients, I found them to be pretty similar to Dandy's as well, I guess. So ingredients are tapioca syrup, there's cane sugar, water, tapioca starch, carrageenan, soy protein, and then natural vanilla flavor. So when I compared these between, you know, non-vegan marshmallows, so non-vegan ones tend to use gelatin as opposed to kind of all of these starches. So I have this, and then naturally I bought the graham cracker, and then also the Trader Joe's, what is it, 72% cocoa dark chocolate. Super addictive if you like dark chocolate. I am someone that, you know, used to really like milk chocolate because I didn't like things too bitter. So let's try these first. So I wanted to just try them like naked without anything else, and I don't know if you guys can kind of see that. So in terms of feel, it is quite squishy. It is quite squishy like a marshmallow, and before I did this, I actually went to the grocery store and I like kind of poked at normal marshmallows just to see, you know, what texture they were, because sometimes I forget because I haven't had marshmallows in the longest time, so that's actually what I did. So let's see. In terms of squishability, I want to say that it's actually quite squishy. Like I think it feels a lot like a normal marshmallow. And like, I will say that after kind of the initial smush, maybe like the center kind of ever so slightly feels a little bit more dense, but just really a little bit. I mean, it's not really much that I don't think that you would notice if you weren't like, if somebody didn't tell you, hey, you're eating a vegan marshmallow. So in terms of how it looks, I mean, it looks like a marshmallow. I would say like on the sides, it kind of, it's not as like smooth or powdery as maybe a normal marshmallow. Like there's some like cracks and some breaks, but it's only on the tops and the bottoms. On the sides, they kind of look about the same. Let me just split one open. Ta-da! So looking kind of in there, I guess what I see is like, I think it looks spongy. It like looks like a sponge on the inside, versus I feel like for a normal marshmallow, maybe like the holes are smaller. Like when I rip this apart, it just looks like a kind of washing the dishes sponge. So you can see like kind of big holes, small holes, and the texture in a way is like a little bit rough. So I guess you can see that. Maybe that's how a normal marshmallow looks. I mean, I haven't broke one apart as of late, but I think I remember like normal marshmallows just kind of being a little smoother looking, but you know, who really cares? All right, let's try to taste it by itself first. So I mean, it tastes like a marshmallow. It's very sweet. There's some vanilla flavor. It tastes very much like a marshmallow in terms of flavor. I will say in terms of the texture, I mean, it's still really soft, it's still really squishy, but maybe it's because of the starch or something. It is ever so slightly it's like less fluffy, or it's less bouncy. It's a little bit more stiff towards the center, but just a little bit. Like I still feel like maybe if like nobody warned you about it, or like nobody told you, hey, this is a vegan marshmallow, you might just be like, oh, you know, maybe like slightly harder, a little bit more dense than usual, but I don't think that it's like that big of a deal. Okay. So, all right, there's that. I mean, I don't normally eat marshmallows by themselves anyways, so let's put it to the actual test. So I pre-melted some chocolate already. I put this guy actually in the microwave because I didn't think that this would really like melt on camera. So I also have this flame, because I like flame thrower, this flame blaster. What do you call this? Flame burner? Gas burner? Flame burner? I can't really think of it right now. Who cares? Okay, cool. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna burn some marshmallows. So let's take a fresh marshmallow. I'm gonna just stick it. Maybe I should stick it this way so that it's, try this. Cool. So I'm gonna make sure that it's like not too hot. You don't wanna burn it too much. I used to work at a bakery and they used to say like, you know, don't, oh God, don't do that. I'm gonna do it a little bit more. Don't burn yourself. Okay, Jesus. All right, so, cool, super messy. You guys see that? I think that looks good. Okay, let's give this a try. That was super satisfying, but maybe it's because I haven't had this as of late. But it was like super satisfying for like the first 2 seconds, and then afterwards I was like, man, marshmallows are pretty sweet. I mean, it's really good. Like when the marshmallow is melted and everything is together, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. It's just, yeah, I would say that this guy is a really good substitute because it's practically the same ingredients. I think the starch just makes this ever so slightly more dense, but it's good to know that there are, you know, vegan alternatives. There's the Dandy's brand, and I'll try to link that down below, but then Trader Joe's also does this, which is like $3 versus the other one, which is like $6, so it's about half price. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this little review, and if you guys ever have a craving for marshmallows, know that they are available. Till next time, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.